Hey class, this is our second on Systems of Inequalities, and I have 3 systems I'm going to run through. Hopefully it'll be short and sweet, but if you're still struggling with these, you're going to be looking for basically the boundary line, which is y isolated, and you'll notice that all of mine have either y or x isolated, and then we'll draw that boundary. You'll decide if that boundary is going to be a solid or dotted line, and then you'll shade one side or the other. Now remember, you got to do that on paper before you can do it on Excel. So we'll start with the first equation here. Y is greater than x. And as I look at this, y is greater than x would be the same as y is greater than 1x plus 0. If we were looking at this in slope-intercept form. Okay, so it would pass through the origin, and then it would go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and we would draw a line straight down through that. Now let's try that again. Still missing it. Huh. Okay, so there would be the boundary. That boundary is going to be a dotted line. So I'm going to color white over this. I don't seem to be able to erase parts of it, so I'll get a dotted line out of it this way by just covering over part of that, whiting it out. Okay, so there's my dotted line. And then I got to decide on the shading. So y is greater than x, greater than, so I'm going to just pick a dot, like, we'll pick a dot over here. So this would be 0, 6. So 6 would be the, or I'm sorry, it'd be 6, 0. So if I put 6, 0 over here for red, and I'd plug that in, that's 0 greater than 6, and that would be a no. 0 is not greater than 6, so we'd shade up on this side. Okay, but remember, you can't do that on Excel yet. You'd have to plot this next one. So we'll plot the next one, and we'll do it in green. Okay, and let me go to this line, and I'll get a green. And this is going to be y is less than x plus 1. So we would pass through the y-intercept at 1, and that's going to be about right there. And then it's going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So I am not getting those correct. So I would draw a line . That's going to look like this, and again, I got to go over. Let's try this with white here, and I have to white stuff out because again, it is not equal to, it's less than. So we'll get a dotted line that way, and this time it's less than x plus 1. So if I pick 0, 0 over here, so if I pick 0, 0, which it's not on that line, so that would be 0 is less than 1, and that's true. So it's going to be on this side. Well, the red side and the green side overlap actually in one little spot. So if I go real thick, and I get the real big dot, and I'll go with purple, where those two intersect is, whoa, that's too thick. Sorry about that. Let's go back to about this dot. And it's going to be, yeah, this section right in here. And because those are both dotted lines, the lines are not going to have, the points on the line will not be solutions, but okay, it's not going to let me do that. So this would represent the area for our solution set. Excuse me. All right. The next one is a horizontal line and a vertical line. So this time this is a horizontal. Y is greater than 5. So I would go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to be a horizontal line. Again, it's a dotted line. So I'm going to try to put it in about there. And it's going to be dotted. So I got to go through and white out some stuff. There. And there's my dotted line. And greater than 5 would shade up here. Okay, above the line. Now, x is less than negative 1. Okay, well this time let's use blue. And we're going to go over negative 1, about like right there. And this will be a vertical line. And it's going to go down like this. And again, it's going to have some white out. So we'll go with that, white, and I'll white some stuff out and get a dotted line on this. Okay, and there's my dotted line. And the shading of it is less than, so that's going to be on this side. Okay, well you can already see where they overlap. They overlap in this region. Now everything is, again, these are dotted lines, so the points that are on the blue and on the purple line are not included, but the region that they border is. All right, last one. So y is less than or equal to 2x plus 2. Now this time I'm going to use navy blue, and we'll go through 2, which would go like 1, 2, and then up 1, 2 over 1, up 1, 2 over 1, and I'm going to get a line down through those guys. Okay, like that. Kind of a big line. And it's going to be a solid one for this guy. All right? And less than or equal to will include those lines, so we'll leave the solid line. And then I'll go with this. And then we would be less than, so at 0, 0, if we check 0, 0, that's going to be is 0 less than 2. That would be this point right here. And 0 is less than 2, so everything's going to be shaded over here. Okay, and again, on Excel you couldn't do that right away. For this next line, I will pick something other than blue. Let's go with purple. And this would be, in fact, that's kind of a big dot. We'll go with a smaller dot this time. Y is less than negative x plus 1, so we'll go through the 1, and it's going to go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, and this time my line is going to be like that. Okay, it's a dotted line, so we'll have to white some stuff out just to be able to get it to be a dotted line. Yeah, that's kind of crazy when you go over top of the shading, but there's my dotted line. And so on this one is less than, so if I pick 0, 0 again on this one, let me pick the shaded purple. Okay, and less than 0, 0, so we'll check 0, 0 again. This would be 0 less than the opposite of 0. 0 plus 1 is 0 less than 1, and yeah, it is. So again, this is a solution we're going to shade over here. And then what I'm going to end up with for my overlap, let's get a bigger ball there, okay, is going to be, whoa, not that. It's going to be this region right in here. Okay, now this time, if it's on that line, that is a solution. And this also is a solution, anything in the green shaded area, which is where you would dump your paint on Excel. Hey, I hope that's helpful. Hope you were able to see through and watch how that was done. And hope you're having a good week this week. Again, don't forget the Google chat will be today at 2:30 after my meeting with the math department. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you later. Hope to see you at Google Hangout. See ya. Bye.